welcome back to the channel, guys. Well, here we are. I need to stop saying that. Here we are. Every video I do it. Aye, so anyway, something a wee bit different. So in this video I'm going to take a wee cruise along Loch Lomand. Yep. By boat. I'm going to take a wee boat along Loch Lomand shores. So at the moment I'm heading for Balmaha. So we'll jump on the Loch Lomand cruises because it's my birthday. Right, 21 again, guys, 21 again. So I've left the kids in the house. They're being watched. Right. So I'm out with my good lady, Fiona. Sitting here next to me.
Hi.
Did you hear that? Say it again, go.
Hiya.
Yep. Aye. So
It's getting spoiled.
I'm getting spoiled, she says. So anyway, guys, I'll cut back in when I get further up the road. I'd like to take this opportunity to say thank you to Carol Cruikshanks in Australia. Carol, thank you very much for the super thanks of 30 Australian dollars. Thank you very much, Carol, that is much appreciated.
Thanks, Carol.
Yep. Anyway, guys, just entered Bearsden, just come up through the temple there, just past the Henderland Road, to the left hand side. So we're on our way to Balmaha. Let's catch this boat. Here we go. See the mountains and you can see the mountains and I don't know if the camera will be able to pick it up. In the distance, about 6 miles away from Balmaha. I should be there about 20 past 11, so it's 11 o'clock at the moment. Bit of country, guys, a bit of country.
Hiya, hi everyone. It's me, Fiona here, and look where we are. We're in Balmaha. So welcome, come and join us. I'm taking Paul on a birthday cruise today. So
birthday boy's getting a cruise along Loch Lomand.
That's right, I do spoil him.
Yeah,
Yes,
getting spoiled today, alright.
He's getting spoiled today. I'm taking him on a lovely cruise. And what a wonderful day it is. I thought it was going to rain, but you know, it wouldn't have minded if it rained because it's Scotland, right? The weather would have been perfect either way, but I can't beat this. So come along, it's glorious.
Hey, let's go then. Yeah, I think we have to walk.
We're going to pass the Oak Tree Inn and walk north. So it's lovely. There's a lot of
It'll beat still driving, doesn't it?
lovely day. So
Right.
busy for a Sunday.
Aye, it's busy.
This is the Oak Tree Inn. Been here many years back. I have very fond memories of.
Cutting fantastic day, guys. Tom's Weir's Way Rest. I remember a guy who used to see the telly, a hill walking guy. Tom Weir's Rest. Alright. Aye. Tell you something, Sunday, quite busy.
Lovely day. Busy for Sunday, isn't it?
Aye.
Which shows you the amount of people that have hobbies.
Aye.
It's only a big.
Yep. Used to watch him as well. There was a boy on the telly. Right. Oh, got a wee. Look at that, guys. Lovely, innit? Aye, it's nice, isn't it?
Right? And we're going out there, somewhere out there. We're going to be out there. What do you think, babe?
So anyway, guys, we're going to just walk around here, and this is where you get your boat. The wee hull worker there in front. Wonder where he's going. He's got the house. I forgot my wee dongle stick. Is that what you call it? What do you call that? A stick again?
Oh, you mean this one? Yeah.
Right.
Right now we're just heading round this bay, so we're going to pass Foot Cottage, and we're heading to where we're going to be boarding our cruise to go along the loch. So yeah, come on. So this is past Foot Cottage.
Alright.
We're walking past, and it says to go along straight ahead and along the footpath that would lead us to the
Right, guys, look.
stunning, right?
Right. Lovely that. So I'm wondering if the boat will get out. Obviously it's going to get out of here, isn't it? But aye. Right, taking pictures. What's she doing it? Taking pictures of flowers. Right, let's go.
Yeah, come on.
Let's go.
So this looks like we're boarding here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Over there.
Aye. So you've got your wee jetty here. The boat comes in. Yep, that's where you board. Right. Midges are out. Right. Don't know if you can see the midges, look. Don't know if the camera would be able to pick the midges up, but aye, they're out in force. Aye, wouldn't mind having a go at that. A jank.
Mm-hmm.
Aye, be brilliant, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that would be great fun. Canoeing.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Get past.
Nope, you're right. There you go, guys, here the boat's coming in. Let's go and install this queue.
Go, come here.
Welcome on board the Lomand Princess, those that have joined us from Balmaha. My name's Craig, I'll be your skipper, and also on board we get Adam. Adam will be shorting out to collect any fares and tickets, and then he will be available behind the small bar we have in the aft cabin. So the large hill here on our right hand side, this is Connickkill. Connickkill lies on a fault line that runs all the way across Scotland. Just over 1100 feet tall, takes about an hour and a half to climb, and it's well worth the effort because you get fantastic views of the loch from up there. A few people on the summit just now.
Aye, look at this.
nowadays become part of a very popular walk that they have here in Scotland called the West Highland Way. The West Highland Way runs from a place called Loch, which is just outside Glasgow. It runs all the way up the eastern side of the loch here, through Glencoe, and finishes in Fort William. It's a 96-mile walk. It takes an average between 5 and 8 days to complete, and there are hotels, campsites and botties, all en route for overnight stays. And each year you would get well over 100,000 people attending the walk.
Well guys, Loch Lomand, here we are.
Okay, that's the bar open now.
Did you hear that there? The bar's open, let's go and get a drink. Yeah?
Whiskey. Yeah? It's cup of tea and colours.
Oh, aye, gosh. Oh, aye. Mountains or hills? House, isn't it? A house.
All these different islands.
But guys, if you've got a canoe, you can go into the islands there. See it? That wee one there. See a couple of people in canoes there.
men from this area have volunteered to fight for the Jacobite cause, but they've been captured, the Redcoats, and imprisoned in Carlisle in the north of England. One of the soldiers is to be set free to return home to Scotland, but the other soldier is to be executed. And the song is really set in the evening before the execution, and it's the condemned man speaking to his friend, saying his friend will be able to walk back home to Scotland. His friend will be able to take the high road back to Scotland. For the high road is the mortal road that we all walk. But the condemned man, he will have to return to Scotland by the low road. And the low road was the fairy trail. For it was believed back then that if you were Scottish and died on foreign soil, the fairies would bring your soul back to your homeland. And this would happen immediately. So he would return home before the other soldier who was walking. So I'll let you hear the song now as we sail on, and then I'll leave you in peace for a bit. If you just give me a moment, I'll get my guitar.
His guitar, eh?
On Loch Lomand, where me and my true love were once again, on the bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomand. Up behind us, and the quarry owners, the Calhoun family, they built all these small cottages to house the quarry workers. In the 80s and 90s, Luss was the location for a TV soap that was filmed here. It was called Take the High Road, and in that soap, Luss played the wee village of Glendara, and you still get people come to visit here because of that. So we're going to make our way into the pier now, so starting to coming towards the end of the time in the loch for a few of you. For those of you that are leaving us now, just like to thank you all for sailing with us today, and hope you enjoy the rest of the time you have here. But if we could just ask you to remain where you are until we are safely tied up, then Adam and myself will tell you when it's safe to disembark. For those of you that are getting off, spend some time here and Luss, then return with us. Just a reminder, the later sailing the last sailing back to Balmaha is 2:45. And for those of you on the circular trip, if you just bear with us, we'll be on our way again as soon as possible. Well, good afternoon, welcome on board the Lomand Princess, those that have just joined us from Loch. My name is Craig, I'll be your skipper on this trip in the Loch here today. Also on board we've got Adam. Now Adam will shortly come round to collect any fares and tickets from you. After that he will be available should you want anything behind the small bar we have in the aft cabin. There we have a selection of beers, wines, spirits, soft drinks, award-winning Loch Lomand ales, tea, coffee and hot chocolate. And before we go any further, I've got to give you a short safety announcement. On either side of it, on the wheelhouse roof, we have two self-inflating life rafts capable of carrying up to 95 passengers. Below the seats in the lower cabin, we've got enough life jackets for everyone on board. Should you be unsure what to do in the case of an emergency, just keep a close eye on Adam and myself, as we will be the first two out over the side. So we'll let you all get settled in for a bit, and I'll speak to you again shortly. So the first large island over there on the right hand side is Cabana. It means island of the monks. I think Catholics came here from Ireland in the 6th century to try and convert the local people to Christianity. He built a small monastery at the southern end of the island. There's now a farmhouse on the site of the monastery. There are two islands on the right here, separated by a small channel of water. Islands get as close as about 30 foot from one another. That wee channel is known as the Narrows. The second island on the right is Inchconnechen, that means island of the Colquhouns. The Colquhoun family, the Colquhoun clan, they still own most of the land and businesses in Luss and the surrounding area. But one of the family used to live on the island and they would raise and educate their children on here. And it was to help with the children's education, they imported some wildlife, and one of the more unusual animals they brought onto the island were wallabies.
Wallabies.
Now the wallabies seem to like what they found here because there are still a small number of them on the island to this day. And a lot of people know this as Wallaby Island. 2-inch kyloch to discourage anyone visiting Buckinge, because it is used mainly for environmental study. This larger island here on the right is Cruin, and the word Cruin in Gaelic means circle or centre. So I believe it's been given this name because it lies in the centre of this small group of islands. Sitting on the nest, see a wee white head. Same adult pair have used this nest now for the last 12 years. They arrive here each year in early April. They arrived a few weeks ago. They'll now spend the summer raising their young. They'll have 1 or 2 young osprey, and by September they will be fully grown and they all fly to North Africa and spend the winter there. Osprey were extinct here in Scotland just over 100 years ago, but they were reintroduced in the 1950s, and now over 250 breeding pairs return back here each year, and they're now a protected species. They're large birds of prey, have a 6-7 foot wingspan, and they feed mainly on fish. And the fish that they will find in the loch are salmon, trout, pike, perch, eel, and there's also a freshwater herring that can only be found in Loch Lomand. That's called a powan.
Well guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Mind, subscribe, share it to all your wee pals out there. Hope you can hear me for this wind. But here we are, Loch Lomand.
So if you look away down there on the right hand side, you can maybe just make out a large building down in the western shore. That is Ross2 House. Ross2 House was once the clan seat of the clan Colquhoun, but today it's the clubhouse for Loch Lomand Golf Club. This is one of the most exclusive golf clubs in the UK. The joining fee for here is £165,000. On Loch Lomand, just over a mile long. But these 4 islands, they are all sitting on a fault line that runs all the way across Scotland. Starts over the Isle of Arran on the west coast, runs all the way over to Stonehaven in the north-east coast. It's called the Highland Boundary Fault Line. Everything to the north of the fault line, where we are just now, is in the Highlands. Everything to the south of it is in the lowlands. If you look between the islands there, you can see the low rolling hills of the lowlands. Compare that to the high mountains of the Highlands we have behind us, and there's quite a contrast in the two landscapes. see the beach there, it's good for picnics and barbecues. There's also a path that'll take you around Park Island, takes you over towards the eastern shore, and there are remains of an old chapel and an old graveyard for the used to bury clan chiefs. And you get surprisingly good views from the top of the wee hill in the centre of the island. So we're going to stop here at Inchkilloch, leave a few of you going off, spend a bit of time on here and then return with us on later sailing. Just a reminder, we will be back here to pick you up at 3:15. For those of you that are getting off just now, just if you could remain where you are just until we're safely tied up, and then Adam and myself will tell you when it's safe to disembark. For everyone else carrying on to balmaha, just bear with us a few minutes, we'll be on our way again.
Guys! Just wait, just wait! Do you want to come back on it? Actually, go ahead.
There are at least 4 wind venues all in amongst the trees. The wee hill that you can see is called Duncrine, but everyone here knows that as the Dumpling.
Well guys, just off the boat here, balmaha, till the end. Yep, this is it for today.
Well guys, I hope you enjoyed the video coming along with us to Balmaha on this boat trip, and until next time, cheerio!
Cheerio!